we're on to our next game. Broncos at Bears. The line is even. Over-under's at 41. We got that low over-under. One of the lowest this week.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Sorry. Well, we have the backup, Brock Osweiler for the Broncos, and
Who came in
then
and threw a great fourth quarter, right?
I didn't watch it.
They scored 13 points. Like I think they got two touchdowns, or they had one touchdown and a field goal and two really good-looking sounding drives. Again, this is all GameCast based, but I like to
Yeah.
think that keeps me objective.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It scares me a little bit as a Bears fan.
It's going to be an interesting game, and then the Broncos have a good defense, even though you saw Kansas City put up points on them last week.
Yeah.
And so that's what I think is keeping the line low. I'd take the over on 41.
I do too. Because I'll say, I think that Cutler, oh, it hurts to say, I think that he's found a new weapon in Jeremy Langford. I've never been
Yeah.
high on Matt Forte. I've never been super high on him.
Ever. Even like his rookie year when he kind of went off and he was a later round pick.
No, I felt like he was always a matter of they gave him so much work. Of course, those numbers would happen.
Hmm.
But just watching him, I never saw ridiculous explosiveness. I know we saw Zach Miller go off last week, and my play on that is actually play Martellus Bennett because Cutler clearly, it's like they finally realized that this works. This running back, tight end, pound, and then outlet works.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they're going to do that to immense success against the Broncos, but I don't see it being Zach Miller in back-to-back weeks. So I think recency bias helps you out by playing Martellus Bennett. And I like Jeremy
Bennett a lot.
Langford.
I like Bennett a lot. I like Bennett every week, even though the Broncos are probably decent against the tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. They're kind of up there. And now I need to bring up my number. 37 receptions for 421 yards and 3 touchdowns. So decent against the running back or against the tight end. But where's I going with this? I think Osweiler is a fine, cheap contrarian play. Well, not even contrarian because people will be thinking about him because he has the weapons. Emmanuel Sanders and Demaryius Thomas.
Well, and that's what I
Thurman
like
Davis
this week
now.
about that too is Demaryius Thomas's cost has gone down because of the quarterback.
And no, he's talented. You saw what he was able to do with Tim Tebow.
Yeah,
He was great with Tebow.
yeah.
It's just Manning has been that bad. He's been that hurt, that injured.
Mm-hmm.
What is he playing with? Plantar fascia problem?
Yeah, allegedly. I think
Mhm.
he just was bad, and so they made that up.
But Osweiler, what do we have Demaryius at? Yes.
7,300 on DraftKings.
Yeah, 77 on FanDuel. Sanders is 76.
So this is don't take this to the bank. Yeah, 77 on FanDuel. That's a great price
For
actually.
a 1, yeah.
But I felt like, and this is just watching the GameCast. You can go back yourself on NFL.com or ESPN and look at the play-by-play. Once Osweiler came in, Thomas's targets, because I had him in a lineup, so I was watching this. All of a sudden, his targets went up, and he ended up getting like 4 or 5 receptions in those last 2 drives. I feel like Thomas is a great play this week.
Yeah, Chicago's defense is allowing a 94.8 passer rating to opposing quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
I think Osweiler is a fine play, along with those receivers.
Yeah,
So yeah,
but no
stay
Ronnie
away.
Hillman this week.
Don't stay away from that passing game. That Denver running back game. Although I will say that the Chicago defense is giving up 4.6 yards per carry
You and all that.
and
defensive.
118 yards a game on the ground. But you saw what they did to Todd Gurley. It's not like Todd Gurley went off crazy.
Not at all. Everybody
So-
thought he was because in the first 5 minutes he had that 30, 40-yard touchdown or reception and then like a touchdown run, and
Yeah.
then he did nothing the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.